Hi everyone, my name is Renee Lee and Lim.
I'm Rajiv Verma, but don't call me that, call me Jeeves.
And I am Nay.
And we are first generation Australian creatives.
Trying to be creative.
And Australian and
Asian. So I have a story, because this week, because I'm an Asian, so I'm booking a trip to go overseas, right?
Yay!
And we're like booking flights, and like most of the time, well, I don't know, here in Australia, you say you're either vegetarian or vegan or whatever, or you just eat the normal food, and they go chicken or beef, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I don't really think too much about food, but my partner went and booked these flights internally. So when you fly through Thailand, you actually pick your meal, like you pick exactly what you want.
Yeah.
And so he sends me the thing and he goes, I go look at it and I go, oh, okay. So here are the options and, this is what I've got. Anyway, so he picked a noodle dish for me and some white ass beef dish for himself.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, I was so glad.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, initially, I was like, why did you get the beef dish? And I'm like, are you saying because I'm Asian? But I was like, no, because best food on an airplane is always the Asian food.
Is it?
Yeah.
I haven't tested this.
I have been on many planes. I've been traveling all by myself on a plane since I was two years old. So that's many years, a few more than two. You don't want to know how. Yeah.
That's the first time I've ever heard that.
No, it's so true. So you want to go to Japan, you want to go to any Asian country, you travel the local airline. Japan Airlines does the most amazing, what's the rice dish that they have? The really famous rice.
With the omelette on top?
Yeah. Oh, I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, neither.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And same with Korean Airlines. They do the bibimbap.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So good. Malaysian Airlines, you want to get the curry, whatever the curry dish is. But the white food is always bad. So I had a snigger to myself. Because anyway. So this is the topic. The topic I want to talk about.
Is food.
Food.
Oh, how could you not?
Because look at the joy that automatically comes from me talking about
I want to know, actually, comment below if you've heard anything about this, what the best food on airlines is. Because this is the first time I've ever...
Well... No, it's true.
Is it?
Very true.
Okay, I mean, I'm a fan of Asian food in general, but yeah.
I would argue as well, it might be because the sauces in Asian food cover whatever's going on underneath.
Yeah, that's partly true.
Maybe that's why.
Remind me to tell you the college food story.
Oh.
Actually, I'll just tell you now, because that's where we're up to. Because I used to live at an all-boys college during my first couple of years of uni.
Yes, with a lot of non-Asian people.
A lot of Asian
people, okay.
Yeah, a lot of... And it was a good mix, actually. It was a religious college. But there were an equal mix of Asians and non-Asian.
Anyway, moving on. Talking about food.
My point is that you would know there was a whole weekly cycle. There'd be fresh food on the Sunday night because we'd have college family dinner, whatever that dish was, you would see be recycled on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, around Friday or Saturday.
Asian dish.
Yeah.
It's like we have some food still, guys. We have some protein, but it doesn't look as pretty.
It's been It was turned into whatever curry or whatever Asian dish or whatever. It was just like, you knew that was the same. It's like, I've eaten this. I know you. You've just got a different mask on.
Well, I hope you didn't know him, because obviously when you scrape your plate off, they're not actually catching the bits of... Anyway.
I don't...
I'm sure it was a lovely college and it did Anyway, moving on. Okay, well, so I will expand on that story because this then segues into what I want to know about food and what you think about this. So in London, right, a lot of Indian food and a lot of Chinese food. And I was there when the exchange rate was 3-1. So bread costs $14. And I definitely did not have a job. I was a student. So I was there going okay, how do I eat? And someone said, oh, there's this really great Chinese buffet. So I went over, I paid my £5.99, which at the time was very, very good value. Even now it would be even better value, but I'm sure it's more expensive. And I went in and there were these rows of bain-marie dishes. I was like, oh my God, Mongolian lamb and sweet and sour pork. And anyway, what I discovered is every time you scooped into the dish, you got a lot of onion and some carrots. So it's a bit like going to get the fruit salad and getting all of the melon And every once in a while, like every 3 or 4 scoops, you get a slight strip of protein.
No. Ugh,
and so this
come
comes
on.
too, right? Because as an Asian person, because there are a lot of white people in this place enjoying this food, like, this is so tasty. But as an Asian person, I'm like,
Nah, yeah.
I did not get my protein. I did not get my chicken, my
Yeah.
beef, my prawns. This is poor quality food.
Yeah.
Even though it was super
Did you
tasty.
also grow up, totally revering, like, protein was like the heart of the meal?
Yeah, like literally God drops down
Yeah,
and shines a light on it. Yeah. But
Like,
and it has a hierarchy?
Oh, yes. Oh, you have a hierarchy?
Yeah, tell me yours.
As in of protein?
Protein hierarchy.
Well, in my family, beef and pork were off.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, there's no beef.
That's so sad. I mean, not sad. Like good for you.
Yeah. Chicken was a common, like,
that's
pretty standard basic.
And that's because you can actually have chickens in a lot of different cultures.
Yeah.
Like in climates.
Yeah. You could own your own chickens.
Yeah. You can breed them in any any sort of humid country.
Yeah.
You don't need like the cows want to have the grass
Pretty basic.
and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. No, okay.
So my mum's family's from Fiji. Actually, okay, so here's the thing. I think there's a difference between Indian cuisine and Fiji. I mean, of course, the cuisine is different. But in terms of the value...
Just so you know, between Italian and Greek cuisine. Just so you know.
What? No, I mean, the cuisine, of course, is different. But in terms of the value of the protein in the meal, I've always said there was a difference between... Like, if you went to an Indian person's house, they'd put on a lovely spread, they'd have a meat dish and several vegetarian dishes, rice, roti, salad maybe, right? But that's the thing. One meat dish, several vegetarian.
This is a side thing. I've never had a salad in an Indian meal before.
Oh!
We'll talk about that separately.
Yeah.
We'll have a whole session on salad.
Yeah, I mean, Indians eat salad.
Okay, sorry, yes.
So, one meat dish and several vegetarian dishes. And it's fine. It's wonderful. You go to a Fijian Indian person's place and there'd be like several meat dishes and one vegetarian dish.
Yeah, that's Asian. Yeah, Chinese for sure.
Yeah.
It's all about...
Because,
like the real protein.
Yeah, the real protein.
I will flag, I love paneer.
Oh, yeah.
Paneer is like...
Solid, yeah.
One of my favourites. Better than tofu, which is the Chinese equivalent.
Yes.
Paneer is so much better than tofu.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, right? I know. Okay, so we do proteins. Okay, so if we're going to start with the veggies, because you obviously said Indians do them more. Mushroom?
No, mushroom's not an Indian...
No.
No.
Asian, in Chinese culture, absolutely mushrooms.
Yeah, I like mushroom though, yeah.
So I go like tofu bottom.
Yeah.
Then I go mushroom, then paneer. Because I love paneer.
Oh, yeah.
Paneer,
I wouldn't even count paneer as a vegetarian dish because it's just so delicious.
So good.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've got like, those are the 3 kind of like proteins. I mean, tempeh and stuff, obviously those kinds of things. But like for me, as a Chinese person, you've got your mushroom, your tofu, and like Indian food paneer. So that's my order of those 3. Then you get to the meats.
Yeah.
So chicken is common.
And
because chicken is common and its flavour is not strong. Next.
This is why I brought up Fijian Indian cuisine and Indian cuisine, because there's more fish in Fijian Indian cuisine.
Okay.
And I think fish is more seen as an exotic thing in Indian, like especially South India. There's a lot more fish. So I would rank fish next. Not my. Do you know why?
Oh, you're gonna go fish before meats, aren't you? You put seafood below meat.
Not seafood. Sorry. I put just fish
below meat.
Yeah, because fish is just the chicken of the sea.
Yeah, right. Okay, so I think in Chinese culture, kind of goes the other way.
Right.
Yeah, so seafood of any sort
is above all of the land
to be fair,
meats.
good seafood. Okay, but let's go through the land meats first.
Yeah.
Okay, so chicken, as we said, you can kind of cook chicken anywhere. You can cook chicken anywhere. You can also breed, whatever the word is. Have chickens anywhere. Yeah. So they're quite common, right? Yeah. So that's like lowest. And then I think like there's an interesting, but pork and lamb and beef. So beef is kind of good. If you get good beef, right? Because you can't have a lot of cows in these countries. It's hard to keep cows in like, you know that. And you guys, I
would know about beef.
So it's different.
I was raised a Hindu.
But but that's the thing. Is like it's actually hard to grow lots of cows in that kind of weather. So you don't have a lot of cows. So beef becomes more expensive and a bit more special. Then you got this pork and lamb thing. So pork is very tasty, nice little layer of fat, which makes it very good for cooking with. So very popular.
Yeah.
Lamb, Very nice, hard to get, bit exotic, unless you don't like it. A lot of Chinese people don't like the flavour of lamb. So
missing out.
off the table. I love lamb too. Lamb is my favourite.
Yeah.
I always get the lamb roast or whatever when I go out to the...
so good.
And it's because I never had it as a kid.
Yeah. Oh, Mongolian lamb. My favourite Asian dish.
Okay, not Chinese. But anyway...
It's the butter chicken of Asian menus.
I just told butter chicken is real.
Oh, it's a real dish.
Yeah.
It exists.
Like, but there's like a real Indian version of butter chicken. It's a bit
it's not... Yeah, it's not like you would find it on the menu. I think there is a real history to it. I'm not sure. I thought it was invented in...
Anyway.
No, I'm thinking about something else.
We'll answer that question later.
Doesn't matter, yeah.
Okay, so then you get to seafood. Now, you're right.
Right.
Fish is the lowest of the seafoods, but
Yeah.
a good fish... Like I'm talking like, one of the ones that you get cooked whole with the head still there and then you can eat the cheek out of it and
loves
suck on the eyes.
cooking that,
Yes,
actually.
that is high quality fish.
That's my mum's dish to impress people.
Correct. See,
Yeah.
exactly. So you're proving my point. So fish
No,
is
I
higher.
am, but
fish
I
is
don't.
higher than
I
meat.
don't care for it.
But then you go into sort of like the other things. So prawns,
Oh, prawns,
Big
yeah.
prawns.
Yeah.
high up,
Lobster.
lobster, and then there's the kind of the funniest one in the world for me. So, okay, this is where we're the same as the white people. Oysters.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Oysters are considered the thing. You
Yeah,
spend $4 on this little bit of mussel and you go, and then it's gone.
Okay, can we just when can we just admit to each other that they don't actually taste?
They're good.
No, they're sloppy. Look, here's the thing. I'm saying this, and I love oysters.
Okay.
I do love slurping on an oyster with the Worcestershire and the thing,
the
thing
dressing
and the dressing and all that. Love that. But if I have to, objectively speaking, it's not great.
Based on what?
Flavor, texture.
The flavor, it's like the entire of the sea is put into this tiny bit of muscle.
Okay, texture.
Okay, yeah, the texture is a bit unusual, but like I see it as part of the journey.
Yeah,
because food is more than just the food.
I will not complain if someone gave me a plate of oyster. I will down that, but
you know what's funny? I find funny is that at least in my experience with my family and my extended kind of Chinese and Malaysian family, they don't actually like the taste of oysters like you just described.
Yeah,
but they will eat them.
Because of the value of it?
The value, because they're at the top of the food chain.
Yeah.
So I have seen people sit down with 12 oysters on a plate and just be like... And then at the end, they're like... yeah, just literally like, I do not like this. I'm like, why did you eat it? Well, because now I've got my money's worth at the buffet.
That's so funny.
And now I can go on and eat whatever I want. Yeah.
So, buffet. Look...
Oh, okay, we're going to go there?
Yeah, let's go there. We'll come back later and talk about other food stuff. We can talk forever. I could talk forever about food for sure, non-stop. Is this something people know that we've been working on, buffet?
No. Okay, so first disclosure, guys. I came up with an idea for a show, which I then dragged Jeeves into during COVID, very early on. And it's about working in a buffet. And you know what was the funniest thing about it? Every time I talked to a Caucasian person, they'd be like, do you mean like a food court or like a family restaurant? And I was like, no, like a buffet.
Yeah.
And they're like, what do you and I actually had to be like Sizzlers, Miss Maud's. And they'd be like, oh, I'm like Stars, like, the casino buffet. They're like, oh, right.
Like a proper like
buffet.
A buffet. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So they didn't know about it. But yes, but we're
running the treatment for a very exciting show, fun show. And this is actually sort of
come off that.
Yeah.
Yes. And when we start dropping Indian dad, Chinese mum stuff.
Yeah, when I figure out how to navigate.
You may be watching this later, so then it might already be out. So have a look for Indian dad, Chinese mum.
TBA.
Anyway.
My point is, we were talking about what we enjoyed most about eating at a buffet, and people have rules. People have buffet rules.
Oh, yes. Yeah, absolutely. And this comes back to the value of the food. Like, how do you define what's important?
We have a mutual friend. His name is James Yao. I'm going to credit James Yao for these rules because since I've spoken to him about this, I've adopted these rules wholeheartedly. And he's a very wise man when it comes to a buffet.
Yeah, so James Yao and Jeeves are like my brothers from another mother. So, yeah, he's our bro. I get that.
Here they are. Yowie, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, I'm just disclosing your rules to everyone. So yeah, that does
I don't
mean...
think Yowie will mind. Like he'll be glad that everyone's following his rules.
Yeah, fair enough. So rule number one at a buffet is, and this is my favourite term, no non-delicious fillers.
Okay, except what is the definition of non-delicious?
Yeah, non-delicious fillers is anything that is like basic, no taste, rice, bread, okay, carbs. There's carbs, just no, you don't need that. You can go get that outside.
Except the two exceptions I have.
Yeah.
Fried rice and the cheese bread from Sizzler that used to exist.
Oh, yes, that is a special exception.
Yeah. But to be fair, they both had things other than rice and bread. So I'm still getting my
But if there is something at a buffet that you could gorge on that would fill you up quickly, nah. This buffet's about getting your $8 worth.
Well, I think what I would say is buffets are designed to make you eat the right way. So you start at the seafood, right?
Oh, yeah, you think they're designed to do that?
Because usually the seafood's in that little centre area.
Yeah.
And it's next to the salad, which obviously you're not going to choose because you can choose seafood. So you have all your seafood, you have a little bit of charcuterie. You're probably right. Yeah, we would agree here, maybe not the soup and the bread roll.
Yeah.
Which is in the same section. And then from that, you go past it, and that's when it has all of the hot food in a row on the side.
Yeah.
And so then, you're making your choices. And I do think...
I think soups and bread rolls, don't worry about that. Yeah.
Yeah. What does he always say about the main food then?
Oh, so I think, then seafood is... Number one. King. Seafood is king.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a bit hazy on the other rules because, to be honest...
It's just seafood. Seafood is king. It's pretty much the only rule. Seafood is king and don't eat other things.
Seafood and meat stuff. No salads. Don't worry about salad. You don't need a salad when you're going to a buffet, an all-you-can-eat buffet, okay?
See, this is the funny thing, though. So this segues us back into, because I think buffet is a whole big conversation.
Yeah.
What does good food mean? Right? Because to be fair, I just spent, I don't know, some crazy amount, like the equivalent of 3 meals worth on a buffet cost. Because buffets usually cost at least 2 to 3 times what your normal meal would cost.
Yeah.
And you're never going to eat. Well, most people don't eat 2 to 3 times the amount of food. So the point is, you're meant to be choosing the food that brings you the most joy, makes you the happiest, that is the best quality, whatever. So what if I love salad?
Then you're a shit person.
Okay, I do not agree with this statement that has just been made.
Stop wasting your life eating salad.
We are separate shows right now. Take that back.
Get off the salad.
Salad is good. I like salad. Salad is good. My point being.
Salad is fine when if you have bowel issues, you need fibre.
Okay. There are easier ways to do it, but yeah. Okay, so then, I'll give you a different question then. Salad's obviously off the table. How about if you love cheese? They often have a little cheese platter.
Oh,
is that good value for money?
Yeah, I think so, because cheese is like delicious and expensive.
But it fills you up.
Oh, you don't need a whole block of cheese. I think it's just like after dinner. I would have the cheese and biscuitsy things for dessert, as a part of dessert.
As a Chinese person, the idea of cheese coming in that part of my meal is weird.
Is it? Yeah. So my personal rules for buffets, if there's something exotic there that I wouldn't normally eat outside of the buffet, then I'll go for that first.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. No, so I'm a bit of a seasoned buffet person. I think I have taken many people to buffets. So for me...
We're due for another one, Renee.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. The deal with buffet for me is that you are there specifically for the buffet. It's not to eat one thing. It's because there are so many things you're paying. Because otherwise, why would you pay twice as much? Well, you're paying twice as much to eat 3 times as many types. Yeah. So when I go to a buffet, I will literally take a plate and I will put one tiny bit of every single thing that is on offer on my plate.
Yeah.
And then I will taste every single thing.
And go back for the thing. Yes. First plate is a tasting plate. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, actually, sorry. First plate is a plate of prawns, about this high. Second plate is a tasting plate of everything else. Yeah.
And that's how you eat a buffet. Because that's how you get your value for money. Because this comes back to what is good food.
Yeah.
So I think in Asian culture, good food is variety.
Okay, so I think that's just food in Asian culture, to be honest, because have you noticed, and whenever you go to a white person's house, they serve you a plate of a thing, and it's just the one thing. When people come over to my place, when mum entertains, for example, it's not everyone gets a plate of something. I remember mum and dad had these, were friends with this lovely old white couple from Newcastle. When we went over to their place for dinner, it was very table service. And she brought out these beautiful plates. And the meal was absolutely gorgeous. But it was just like everyone got their own plate. It was the one meal, and you'd, politely eat it, and then, put your knife and fork back in.
I'm still hungry, but I can't have any more.
Well, I mean, it was a decent meal.
But everyone gets the same thing, so you actually don't get food in.
Yeah, no, that's right, yeah. But in stark contrast, when they come over to mum's for dinner, there's this whole massive table, and it's like full of different things. She's made like 20 different dishes. And it's all just sort of like people reaching over each other and putting stuff on their plate and stuff. It's chaos, but that's food for me. So a buffet, the idea of a buffet isn't
it's almost like
exotic.
It's just normal.
Yeah.
No, I was never that lucky to have that many options, but I get what you're saying. But I mean, I think that's the core of it, isn't it? I think in Asian culture, what is good food? Good food. I don't think people are as conscious of like no, that's not true, Wagyu beef, etc.
Yeah.
But variety is a core part of what makes a good meal. Like have you catered well? Have you hosted well? In Chinese culture, if you go out to a Chinese restaurant for a wedding or a birthday party or something where you want to impress people, has to be at least 8 courses, 8 being a lucky number.
Yeah.
So you have like 8 of these different dishes coming out. Everyone's sitting there thinking, oh my God, I'm so full. And then they bring out this plate of prawns, and of course, the prawns. And then you feel really bad for like the weird ass kind of tofu dish that comes out after that because nobody touches that. And then you get the long life noodles. Now, it's probably the only exception, and Yowie, you would agree with this. You have to eat the long life noodles, even though they're carbs, because then you won't die young.
What? What's long life noodles got to do with? Is it just a thing?
They are noodles that are long, which give you life.
Oh. So wait. So it's got nothing to do with the shelf life of the noodles? Oh, I thought you meant long life noodles is like long life milk.
Oh my gosh, the history and legacy of my entire cultural background has been destroyed by you turning it into an expiry date. Excellent.
Is that not what it means? That's not what it means.
No.
Long life noodles means you have long life.
Yes.
Oh, that's cute. That's nice.
Okay. Yes.
I never heard of
a good example of like variety is my point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember when I first someone introduced me to the idea of degustation. I went to one. I was like, oh, it's just so white people have found a way to eat like we do.
Different.
But
they're so small.
Yeah, but they've made it tiny. Why have they made it?
Yes, because that's the other part of a good meal. Okay, so part of a good meal, variety. I think over quality, but the second part is volume.
Volume.
The idea, like I must admit, the number of times I've hosted a party, or catered for something, and they're like, I think you got too much food. And I'm like, there's no meaning to the words too much food when you are catering for a party.
Yeah.
If you don't have leftovers, you messed up.
Yeah.
That's how my experience anyway.
I agree. Yeah.
You've got to have too much food.
Yeah, doesn't it seem a bit overindulgent?
Oh, and wasteful.
And wasteful.
To be fair, like there's nothing environmentally friendly about me, like, except oh my God, I just realized I can continue the statement. There is nothing environmentally friendly about me having lots of leftovers and then pulling out the plastic containers to fill them to give people to take home.
Yeah, my family, we do plastic containers well. And like after every one of Mum's dinner parties, like there's always people taking food home with them. That's the party favour at the end of a dinner party. Yeah, right.
Bag. You just get the
Yeah, everyone takes home leftovers.
But that's actually also probably not the most healthy.
Why?
Like environmentally friendly thing to do, like to have
take home
plastic
leftovers
containers.
Oh yeah, but they get no. When my mum uses plastic containers, it's used and reused and reused and reused.
Okay, this is a separate conversation.
Oh, okay.
I want to discuss environment.
Yeah.
Asians and being environmentally friendly.
I can't. Sorry, considering what everyone knows of the Indian culture, I cannot stand. I cannot say, oh, we're very environmentally conscious culture. No, we suck. Have you seen the Ganges? Oh my God.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
But, okay, so I want to come back there because we are Asian Australians being creative, right?
Yeah.
So it's interesting because for me as well, food then becomes an interesting part of being a creative person.
Oh, yeah.
Because so many Asian stories are centered around food. And a lot of people don't understand why food's such a big deal.
Yeah.
But the second part is, so for those of you that have ever been on set, when you get fed at lunchtime, you get fed very, very well. It is essentially a buffet.
Yeah, they have to feed you well, right?
Yeah. And so I am a self-proclaimed buffet Asian. So every time I come on set, I have to eat everything they serve.
Oh.
So there's me, one of the actors on set, with this massive plate of food because that's what they served me. And all of the other actors next to me who are sitting there trying to make sure they can fit into their costumes in 3 months' time.
Nah, if I'm presented with a buffet, I'm yeah.
Yeah.
I'm degustationing my way through it. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you said it because I must admit, I felt kind of awkward. I was like, I feel like this is because I'm Asian.
Yeah. There's just a story from my childhood when one of my white friends came over to I invited him to an Indian function. It was the biggest Indian function on the calendar. Indian Independence Day, 15th of August, yeah.
Yeah, right.
And we used to have these big celebration in a hall where the kids would put on dancing performances and stuff. And I was performing in a number of dances, and so was this white friend of mine. I included him in a dance. So he came over to this function, and the way they catered the function was in the way that Indian people eat best, buffet table, right? So there are all these long tables where everyone was sitting and like dishes being placed so that you could reach over and serve yourself. This white guy, Glenn, of course his name's Glenn.
It's all right, Glenn. Hi, Glenn.
Hi, Glenn. A dish was placed in front of him, and he's like, "Oh, this is my dish," and he sort of just kind of like almost claimed it for himself. And I reached over to take from his meal, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "What are you doing?"
I have done that before at a Thai restaurant.
What?
Yeah, where I went with
Pick
a bunch
from someone
of
else's dish.
white friends' plate, and that because they ordered rice in a dish, and so they all put the dishes and then the rice in front of them, and I was like, "Oh, God.
Oh, great, yeah."
It's not the right thing to do. Yes, I like the hard way.
It's so much nicer. Like whenever I go out with friends, it's like, "Oh, we order a bunch of stuff and share."
Yes, yeah.
But I find it so funny that I have to say that.
Just to make sure.
Just to set the expectation of this is how I like to eat.
I mean, I think that's why, though it's funny. Okay, so there's a whole separate conversation of like what an Asian dinner looks like versus what like and I say this not cooking, like a Western dinner looks like for a family because we have, that's a whole separate conversation. But I think for me, the joy of sitting down to eat a meal is generally not the company when it comes to being amongst Asian people. It is the food.
I think it has to be the food because to deal with the company.
Yeah. Like it isn't. You don't sit down and go, "How was your day?"
No, man, I've got a story about that. Yeah, go on.
No, like yeah.
When my family sit around to eat, we're always at each other's throats about stuff. It's always like we're making fun or accusing each other of something, and very rarely is the table quiet either.
Oh wow, so opposite. Okay.
Oh really?
Yeah.
One time I went over ex-girlfriend's house for dinner, who is white Australian. Sat down at the dinner table and her parents were there and the conversation was very like, how was everyone's day today? And everyone was replying so politely. They were like, "Oh, it was lovely and this happened, this happened." And do you know what everyone else is doing? Listening and being like, "Oh wow, and responding with appropriate questions." And I was literally knife and fork in hand and I was like, "Is this a joke? Am I in a sitcom? Are you guys having me on? This feels weird." The conversations were just so polite and I didn't understand.
But was the food at least good?
I don't remember the one
dish you had. But we should make that a different conversation about family dynamics, I think.
Yeah.
But I think the point of it being is that food saves the day, right?
Oh,
in a
meal,
for sure. A good meal, like the good food, and you can have all the issues going on around the table you want, but if the food is good, everyone still thinks it was good to sit down and eat the meal.
Yeah.
Because that's all a bit extraneous. It's like, whatever.
Not to say that we're arguing all the time over our family meals, but when we're not arguing amongst ourselves, we are gossiping about other other families. It's very like knifey stabby.
Like I said, another topic, family dynamics. We'll have that conversation later.
For sure. But the point is, like, the food, like, food and family for me are like this. You know, there's... Whenever I'm at my parents' place, there's no one time when we aren't talking about... We're either eating or talking about what we're going to eat next.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's like the one topic that everyone can kind of agree on as well.
The
one safe space. Except, and, you know... So this is where you and I are very different, and I kind of hate you, so one of the worst pieces of advice I got from a white friend was, I was like, my mum, you know, come over for dinner, and I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm not a great cook. Like, I'm not a bad cook, but I'm not a great cook. And they just said, don't worry, she'll just love that you cooked it for her. So I cooked this dish, and I tried to make it a little bit Asian. So what is it? Honey soy chicken.
Yum.
And teriyaki salmon.
Oh.
From a bottle. But anyway. And I was so judged in that meal. It was probably the most conversation that I've had over a meal. I was judged so badly by how terrible the food was.
Oh yeah.
And it made me lesser of a child.
Oh,
I was a less good child. And I'm a very good child because of the fact that I cooked this very average meal. And you, on the other hand, are like some king of like all things creative. So you touch food and it looks like something out of like MasterChef.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. But no. But when I haven't made pretty average dishes for the family, and Mum will say, she won't hold back. She won't be like, oh, well,
I know, right? Because that's what supposedly happens to other people. Is everyone's go, oh, but you know, thanks for making me a meal. That's really nice.
No, Mum will be brutal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It was brutal.
Yeah. So every now and then, Mum in her old age, she's not. Every now and then she'll slip when she makes a meal, and something will, you know, the bread won't turn out, or this will be wrong. So I jump. I will tell her, wow, Mum, these eggs today suck.
Again, because it might be the only thing that she'll actually agree with you about, where you can make fun of her.
Oh man, you see her face and shit, and I'm like, yeah, see what that's like. We don't do compliments in my family.
Again, another topic
I
for another day.
I know. We're talking about food, or we're talking about family.
Like you said, same thing, right? Yeah. Okay.
Hang on. We were talking about hierarchy of food, right? Lamb. For me, do you know what king meat is? Goat. I love a goat curry. Oh my goodness.
So duck.
Duck is up there. Duck is up there too.
My God, there are all these other animals we totally forgot about.
Yeah. What? How many more animals?
I've had guinea pig before.
Oh,
Kui. Like quail, but without the ale.
C-U-Y. Kui is like Brazilian or Argentine.
Yeah. Yes.
That's where they eat guinea pig, right? Yeah.
Yes. I've had that.
You had?
Yeah.
Is it good? Does it taste like a little pig?
No, it tastes literally like skin and bone.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah, except it looked cute because it had like a little cherry tomato in its mouth.
Oh.
Anyway.
I don't understand why that's a draw card.
That was like from the Viking days. You know when...
but I don't like eating stuff that I know has a face. I know it has a face, but then don't present it to me like that.
Oh, okay. That's a bit about the sustainability thing because, you know...
Oh, yeah.
I'm very big on the fact that you need to know where your food comes from.
Oh, I know where my food comes from. I just don't...
Want to look at it.
Want to stare at it in its eyes as I eat it. No, I don't. I'm also all for eating exotic animals. I mean, like outside of the normal.
Like, you mean like, but not rare animals that are almost getting extinct?
No. Okay. Like crocodile, kangaroo.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Is there a
llama? I've had llama.
I haven't had
tasty, lean.
I've always wondered though. So we're so like Indian and Asian cultures are so ingrained. Like we have our rules for food and stuff. But like, I wonder if anyone out there has tried. Hey, let's do instead of a butter chicken, a butter crocodile, or a Rogan Josh kangaroo. Like that's No, can you say, yeah?
Yeah, I think what I would say about that, which comes back to what we were talking about at the start, is most of those kinds of dishes require long cooking. Most of those kinds of animals do not need to be cooked for very long.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
So the reason we have the long cooking versions is because our meat's not very good. So we just want to cook it through so it's definitely okay to eat and it definitely is a little bit more tender. So
but I'm sure you can,
issues.
yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
I just got a little bit, I was just trying to get creative with my food. But fair enough.
Well, you go home and try to cook a Rogan Josh kangaroo crocodile boulibus, whatever phrase that is for the French thing.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to go and tell my partner he should probably actually change across to the
to the Asian meal? Yeah. Yeah. Don't let him suffer with that.
Otherwise, I'm going to have to share it with him. Ooh, and that's a whole...
No, thank you. Oh, but we like sharing, remember?
Oh, yeah, but not on that day.
Yeah.
I'm not giving him my noodles.
Yeah, fair.
Anyway, all right. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.